there will actually come an age, or let me say, you are already at an age whereby nobody is actually going to force you to do some certain things.
Hello guys, welcome back to the Start. And today I'm here with my co-host
Angel Ogenero.
and I'm the Prince the Whisperer. And today the topic of today's show is going to be a question, which is why is your life a responsibility? So I would like to ask my co-host a question. What does responsibility mean to you?
Okay, before I actually answer that question, let me start with a story. So years back, when I was in secondary school, I used to actually blame my parents for my inability to make progress.
Okay.
Reason being that they will always bombard me with work, make me to do this, make me to do this. I will not have time to actually read my books. I'll always be at the shop doing one or two
Yes.
things. I'll always be doing this, I'll always be doing that. And on the long run, I was blaming them. I hated my parents just because of that. Back to your question,
Yes.
what does responsibility mean? Responsibility actually means you taking your choices and also just okay, you taking your the consequences of the choices you make, you admitting the fact that every decision you make, it's your fault and nobody's
Okay.
else. If you did not read and you fail, it's actually nobody's fault, it's actually your responsibility, so you should what, face it.
Yes.
So that's what I think is responsibility to me.
So going back to today's topic, which is actually a question, why is your life your responsibility? Since you know what responsibility now actually means.
Yeah,
So why is your life your responsibility as a teenager?
as a teenager, why your life is actually your responsibility is
Okay,
the fact that there will actually come an age, or let me say, you are already at an age whereby nobody is actually going to force you to do some certain things.
that's the fact.
Let me
Yes,
say you're in SS3.
yes,
Nobody is actually going to force you to read your books,
yes, yes.
because by the time you write your work and you fail, you understand.
You understand? That's
Nobody
the
is
thing.
actually going to force you to stop pressing your phone.
Yes,
Nobody. If
yes.
you're actually spending time there, nobody's actually going to force you.
Okay.
If you do not read for your WAEC and you fail, I think by then you don't need anybody to remind you that you actually need to read,
Buckle.
to buckle up.
Yes, yes.
So that is why you actually, your life is 100% your
Your
responsibility.
responsibility.
A
That's
lot. Do you know that a lot of people actually blaming their parents
yes,
for
yes.
some
Most people
things?
do. Most people they blame
Some
their
people
teachers. They blame their
blaming their
parents.
teachers,
Yes, yes.
which is not supposed to be. Some
Yes.
people blame their friends. They think influence of friends has made them to do bad things,
Mm.
whereas it's your responsibility.
Yes, yes. So I'll just try and say this that one of the characteristics of people who are not really mature enough or who are not really responsible enough is the fact that they blame others for everything. I've
Yeah,
met someone before who the person literally blames everybody. She has never accepted the fact that
she's wrong.
I'm wrong about this. It's always the one
This
doing this.
person,
This is the person who is
it's not
responsible.
supposed to
So
be.
which is not supposed to be. So
Yeah,
I'm always furious about it that why do you always blame everybody for everything?
that's a sign of immaturity, because
Yes, yes.
maturity comes when you start accepting the fact that everything, every outcome you get is actually your fault.
That's the fact.
Exactly. So that's where maturity comes in. If you're mature, anything you do is actually your fault. You stop blaming people for the outcome or the things you did, your
Yes,
mistakes.
yes. I'll just add to this, although it's not really a part of the topic that so I was actually looking at a post on TikTok about
Okay.
Alex Omozi, and he said something about the easiest way to not be successful is to blame others for everything. This is
Yeah.
actually true. So since today we are ending the podcast with what's one word you just tell the audience, just one sentence. Okay, let me just round up with this. Your life is 100% your responsibility.
Yeah.
See you in the next episode.
Peace out. Don't forget,
Subscribe.